How did I get up here? Did I go that way? Did I step on that rock ledge? Good morning, it's day 128. I'm still at the Knights Inn. Not a good motel, if I've told you that before. There are a lot of little critters running around. But I'm just gonna leave the blanket here so they throw it in the trash. There's no hiker box or anything like that. And there's no sense mailing it home. I mean, it's $9. So I got my box here, I'm ready to go. This has my old tent as well as other things I want to mail back, and getting my pack all ready to go. Today I'm just doing 12.5 miles. I'm doing like a slack pack. I'm leaving all my food with Rob and Michelle. I'm taking all my gear. So my pack is not full, but without the food, it's a lot smaller, that's for sure. But hopefully that'll make things lighter. There's a big, long, waterless stretch, and they said they would bring some water to a road along the way. But I have about 2 liters and a little 16-ounce Mountain Dew bottle. Cold. So I'm gonna bring this with me, so if I get tired at all, 20 ounce, I could drink it up and I'll be good. And they should be contacting me soon. They should be here to pick me up, and they're gonna drop me off here. And then they're gonna pick me up at Smith Gap, which is 12.5 miles away. I'm back at the trailhead. My friends there dropped me off, and it's actually a really cool day, and it's sunny, breezy. It's actually really nice for this climb, I think, just because it's so cool. But I got everything except my food, so my pack is super light. Plus I don't have like the sleeping bag liner, fleece, or that Walmart blanket. I just have my quilt in there. That's 11.5 ounces, so it's hardly any weight. Feels really nice. I got a day's worth of snacks, a bunch of electrolytes, and I have 2.7 liters of water on me right now. I think that's gonna last me the whole day. 12 miles? Yeah, we'll see. Supposedly the water sources here, you're not supposed to drink unless it's an emergency because of the zinc pollution from the zinc mines that was here years ago. But I have enough water, and supposedly there's a water cache at Blue Mountain Road, and they said they were gonna drop some off, but I don't know. But all right, let's begin our day. First off, we're gonna go up that thing up there. Somehow we're going up there. Let's figure it out. I'm actually a little cold right now. Let me show you the trail here. This is how you get up there, I think, but I came from that sign. I took this little side trail, so I'll go back there, and there's still a water cache here. That's good. Oh, my left shoulder is squeaky today. It's always on and off. All right, so we'll go to that sign, take a right, and then we'll make a left down that trail, and we'll see where we go. Coming up to the turn to get on the AT here, they have this. I was told about this. I guess they put this here so after the hike you can just kind of rub your shoes on there so you get all the toxins or whatnot that you get on your shoes off before you go home. So yeah, let's go up. It's already starting. I don't know how big a climb it is, but supposedly at some point it turns to all rock scramble, so this will be fun. I'm not sure if I'm the first one of the day, so let's keep an eye out for ticks, I guess, because it's kind of overgrown onto the trail. Wow, that's the trail right there. You can't really see the trail itself, but you can see where it dumps out onto the road. And that's a bridge, and you walk along that left side of the bridge there over the river, getting high up. I don't know if this is where the rock scrambling starts. Well, it looks like you go left and we go right. So I don't know, it might be time to put away the trekking poles soon. I just stuck my trekking poles underneath the shoulder strap here, and I use one of the bungee like shock cord loops and just held the top in. Should be enough to hold it in place and not snag anything. Doesn't feel like the tip's gonna snag the pack, because it looks like I'm not gonna need those for a little while. Blaze. I guess for this area I could have used it, but it goes way up. And I'm being careful. I'm checking where I want to put my hand before I put my hand there for snakes, before I put my hand there. Sometimes it's just so tempting to grab away. Ow! Oh God! I just stood up. I made one step with my left leg. Oh, and that hip is hurting. Okay, all right. Maybe I should use the trekking poles for that leg. Oh, okay. I'll grab one. Oh, it's painful. I'm glad I took up the offer to do a little slack pack of this section. Just not having the food alone is so much weight, and it just helps so much. I just have to be careful with that leg, I think, for a few days. I'm glad I took a 0. If it hurt that much today. Oh, I thought I saw something moving. Ever optimistic. All right, let's keep going. Where's that flag? Some pretty nice views on the way up here. Why is it so enjoyable seeing bodies of water? I'm sure people out west really enjoy seeing bodies of water now with the water situation and all. Yeah, it's always so nice seeing big bodies of water, whether it's rivers, lakes. Really nice. I'm not even sure how we came up. I think we went from down there, climbed up, kind of vertical here, and then there's another big climb. It looks like we're at the top of something. I don't know, but some parts are a little not sketchy, but if you're scared of heights, go with someone. And here it is. I had no idea where it was on the climb, but I'm just above it. It's right after you go up and over this I don't know what looks like the top, but here's the flag. I'm gonna go down there and get some pictures with it. I was actually thinking maybe when they rerouted the AT that we won't go over it, but it's great that we get to go over it. And we go that way, so I'm gonna go over there and set up the camera. This tree is kind of in the way. I gotta cut that thing down. Thank you, Brad and Michelle, for suggesting I don't bring everything with me, like pseudo slack pack, because my hip is hurting. I don't know how many times today I've said, "Oh, my butt," just over and over. So it's nice not carrying all that food. That's like another 6-7 pounds that I save. I have a little bit more of a climb to go, and I think we're gonna get to the ridge. I think. Let's see how many times I yell "on my butt." The AT goes that way, but I've been standing here looking off to the side, and there's like a little ridge up there. I think a lot of people go up there. It looks like it'd be easy enough. Rocks are dry. Now's the perfect time. So I'm gonna go up there, maybe over on the right, just see what the views are like up there. I'm only doing 12.5 miles. I have less weight than normal. Rocks are dry. It's cool. Perfect time to go up there. Super nice. It must be like a little sharp ridge that goes down, because we went over it down lower. Now we're a little higher and we're on top. It goes up for a little bit more, but not that much more. The views from here though, you can see everything. Show you this side too. That's nice. I've been looking for other through hikers. Haven't seen any yet though. Look at the views below. Ignore all the graffiti, but I think we came from up there. We walked the ridge line up there and then came down across the bridge. Pretty nice. I'm the only one here. It's quite nice. What a nice day. That's amazing. Looking down on, it's the old, how did I get up here? Did I go that way? Did I step on that rock ledge? And I cut through those bushes, I remember. But how did I get up to this, this part? I guess I go along there. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna have to go backwards and hold on to some rocks as I go. But this is definitely back climbing here. Back at Pine Grove Furnace, Conrad was telling me about this climb in the boulder field and how nothing grew here for a while because the soil was so acidic. He mentioned that only blueberry bushes were growing because they like the acidic soil. But right now, there are plenty of plants. There are lots of plants. It's just the big boulder area there isn't so much. But there's a huge variety of plants as well. So I think everything's starting to recover. I guess the EPA came in and helped clean things out, but I guess their efforts are paying off now. Lots of ferns growing as well. It looks pretty nice. I think that's the gist of the rock scrambling. This trail is kind of nice. That was a lot of fun. If you guys are dreading it, don't. It's a lot of fun as long as it's not wet. I'm sure when it's wet, it's a little harder, but it was a good time. Good time. So in case anybody's wondering why I don't use the Sony camera while I walk, because it looks nicer, but the stabilization is just not as good. And it's also very heavy. Actually, I think I've gotten a vlogger's shoulder. Can hold it up pretty well now. But the stabilization is just not nearly as good as a GoPro. And I'm trying my best. Yeah, so it's good for the tripod shots, like professional tripod shots, but not so much walk and talks. Plus with this lens, it's way too, not wide, it's too narrow, so my head is huge. I need a wider lens, but I don't want to carry two lenses. I preferred having more zoom so I can catch things far away instead of having like a wider lens just for vlogging. This part of the trail looks pretty easy and I'm getting a little hungry. I only had a banana for breakfast. Thank you, Michelle. It was a little green, but it was edible. And it tasted good, actually. It was just, you know how you get these green bananas, they're hard to open. But I grabbed the wrong bottle. But thank you again for Michelle for this. This is gonna be my breakfast, or at least calorie consumption for this morning. It's a really nice trail right now, so I'm just gonna use one trekking pole and just kind of drink this casually as I walk. Look how the green just mixes in with the environment. Not quite, but I do like green. Out west there's something called Devil's Club, but this plant looks pretty rough as well. I mean, you see the thorns on this thing? I would not want to accidentally bump into this guy. Wow. Yeah, I would definitely not want to bump into this guy. Look at the thorns on this thing. Crazy. I was gonna drink my Mountain Dew and I walked by this tree with these massive thorns sticking out of it. Like, that's just a branch. That's a tree in itself. Or is that the... Oh yeah, there's like a little branch on the left with the thorns. But those are some huge thorns. Wow. I don't think I've seen thorns that big on this trail yet. Massive. Yeah, look how big these thorns are relative to my finger. Probably go all the way through my finger. after the scrambles and stuff, the trail's been fantastic. It's just super smooth. I mean, check it out behind me. And we get nice views off the side. Nice breeze. It's kind of on the northwest side of the ridge, so we don't get, I mean, we get some sun. It could be worse. But it's a pretty nice section of trail. I was only doing 12.5 because I didn't know what the terrain was gonna be like. I don't know if this will keep going for 8 more miles, but I probably could have done way more if I knew it was gonna be so nice. Nice and easy. Seek said that all these really thorny bushes are wineberry. This one's not nearly as thorny. Super pretty flowered in this one though. But yeah, this one's not as thorny as the others. Weird. Smith Gap is still 8 miles away and it's 11:40. I just took a lunch here, ate a bunch of cookies. I was getting hungry. And I'm gonna have to push really hard to get there by 3. I figure 2.5, 7.5. I'll have to go 2.5 miles an hour the whole time. Don't know what the train's gonna be like. So we'll see. We'll try my best. Smith Gap is 2.5 miles away and it's 2:10. 2:05, and I told them I'd be there at 3:15, so this works out perfectly. Actually, I'll probably get there just a little after 3. I can take my pack off and try to dry out for a few minutes before they show up, as long as I can maintain this pace. And this trail looks pretty good so far. But yeah, and the day's over. Well, the hiking day is over. It's funny, I like to face the camera toward the direction the sun's facing, because if I face the sun, every time I walk through these branches, it's like glare, no glare, glare, no glare, and it's kind of distracting from the video. But this is nice. What's the funny thing though is in the morning, generally we go northeast, so in the morning the sun's facing me, so you get a whole bunch of face views. But then in the afternoon it's behind us, so then you get a whole bunch of trail views. Sometimes it mixes up, but that seems to be the trend right now. But I just like to thank Quicksilver at the Blue Mountain Road. He and his daughter were there and they were providing trail magic. And we had fruits and bananas. Well, I guess that's fruit. But I had donuts and ginger ale, and he had some beer too. Like fancy looking beer. So some of the guys took that. But yeah, thank you very much, Quicksilver. It was pretty funny too. Earlier today I was taking a break and just eating my cookies, and I had service and I was messaging Tony and he was trying to catch Tina. And so he was at Swatera Gap and he was hoping that she would show up. I think though he would have missed her, but just outside of Swatera Gap, just south of there, Tina met up with Boo-Ray. Boo-Ray didn't know where she was, he just happened to be there. So they met up and she sat down, had Gatorade, and talked with him for a while. She said for like almost 45 minutes. So that delay fortunately got Tony, so he was able to set up and catch Tina when she got to Swatera Gap. So Tina got a couple of grilled cheeses as well and some Mountain Dews. And she said she sat there for an hour. That's what's funny about Trail Magic. It's super nice, but that hour 45, I mean, that's for her almost 6 miles that she could have hiked. Yeah, 5 miles. Yeah, 5 miles. She could have hiked in an hour 45, but So she said she's gonna camp somewhere a little sooner than she originally intended tonight. So she was planning on narrowing the gap a lot more, but I guess unexpected delays. It's pretty funny. But Tony's grilled cheeses are delicious. If any hikers see a yellow Hummer, stop by. It's yellow Hummer with the table set up. So that's some pretty good grilled cheese. I guess I've never had it with so much butter on it before and so much cheese. Because, you know, rural world, you gotta watch that stuff. But super happy. Thanks, Tony. Also, thanks Boo Ray for giving her trail magic as well as slowing her down so Tony was able to catch her. Okay, this is the funniest trail magic I've seen. I was gonna stop here just to count the water so I could report it on Far Out, but then I saw the cooler because it was hidden behind these trees, and then have fun. I wonder who's the wise guy that put this there. Okay, I'm gonna count the jugs and then I'll check out the cooler. Here's an odd thing. This cooler is full of empty bottles, but I reached way in the bottom and I saw a green thing, and the green thing was a Mountain Dew. And I think that's the only drink left. Do people not like Mountain Dew? Another one. Oh! Save a Mountain Dew for Jay. Who's the wise guy that did this? Alright, I'm gonna put this one down and take this one. That is funny. Okay. Hello there, I'm at the hotel. I'm at the Ramada this time. Night's Inn in Allentown. Allentown is not the nicest hotel. I would highly recommend not going there. But the Ramada Inn is super nice. They're remodeling everything, so everything's pretty clean and new furniture, all new furniture, really nice. But tonight, my hosts, they're gonna actually come pick me up and we're gonna have pizza at their house soon. And then we'll do some laundry too. Because tomorrow, I'm thinking 8 o'clock we're gonna start, or they're gonna drop me off at the trailhead. And I'm gonna say bye to them for one last time. I'm gonna take off. Because it's been fun, but I can't, like, people, I'm not used to so many people offering help. And they've helped so much already that I can't keep asking, or not asking, but I can't keep accepting offers for help. When I got to Smith Gap, the people that left the cooler, they were there and they intercepted me there. They were actually Patreons. They said that they were actually at the parking lot and they heard me laughing when I saw the cooler and then they came to meet me. But they're actually going to help me one other time. They're going to drop off a resupply somewhere in New Jersey. But I was trying to do the math and how things will go, but I'm not sure what exactly is going to go on. In New Jersey, though, I want to make sure I only have like 2 days of food at a time at most, just because my Ursack is not very big, and I want to be able to just put everything in my Ursack each night. So that's a goal. And other than that, today was a blast. The rock scramble out of Palmerton was way easier than I thought it was going to be, and way more fun. If it's rainy, I can imagine it being more difficult. But the trail north of there was overall pretty nice. Pretty nice. So beautiful views to the left. Yeah, you probably saw that. But now I'm going to go head off and have dinner. I just got a text. So I think they're probably downstairs. So I'll talk to you later.